Our emphasis today is Jamaica and the Jamaican people. Who are the Jamaicans? What makes up the number of people in Jamaica? The racial differences in Jamaica, and other things we need to know about Jamaica. If I mention some names, some iconic figures like Usain Bolt, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Rita Marley, and so on and so forth, you will agree with me that Jamaica has produced stars. What we are talking about today is how the gospel got to Jamaica. According to the Jamaican embassy, Jamaica was not originally founded by blacks. The people that dwelled in Jamaica, the indigenous people of Jamaica were the Arawaks, otherwise known as the Taino Indians, who migrated from South America and came to Jamaica in the year 600 AD. They lived in Jamaica for about 900 years before Christopher Columbus, having been sponsored by the King of Spain, King Ferdinand, and his wife, Queen Isabella, traveled to Jamaica and discovered the island on the 3rd of May, 1494. Then he handed over Jamaica to the Spanish. The Spanish took reign of Jamaica for 150 years. They began to exterminate the indigenous people through hunger, war, and all other kinds of oppression. And within 50 years, the Taino Indians were almost wiped out. Spain was in charge of Jamaica for 150 years until the year 1655, when the British Navy arrived and fought against the Spanish, took over Jamaica. It was then the blacks, having been brought in from Africa, from Nigeria, Ghana, and Central African Republic, according to Jamaican embassy, but they were brought in to take care of the sugarcane plantations that were giving money to the Europeans. Then when the British came, the British continued. They began to import more blacks from Africa, to the extent that 2 million blacks were moved from Africa to the sugarcane plantations in Jamaica. Jamaica, it may interest you to know that Jamaica is the 3rd largest island in the Caribbean, in North America. Jamaica got its independence on the 6th of August, 1962, just 2 years after Nigeria got our own independence. Beloved, what are we talking about today? There have been activists. There have been people who rose against white supremacy, who fought. One of them is Marcus Garvey, who was born in 1887, 80 years after the slave trade was abolished in year 1807. He rose up, though he died early at the age of 52, but he was able to leave an indelible mark, telling the blacks that they could fight against oppression without carrying arms. And that was what led to most of these musicians, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Dillinger, and all of them, singing and fighting against oppression. And where we are today, Jamaica is free, and clearly free indeed. Jamaica is a Christian nation having a population of just 2.8 million people as of today, year 2025. Beloved, we want to just make it very short. We're going to talk more about Jamaica and Jamaicans. You can visit Jamaica. Its capital is Kingston, and it's a lovely nation. The initial pronunciation was Jamaica, which is the name given to it by the indigenous people, meaning a land of wood and water. But now Jamaica speaks English, and the English is because of British colonization. I want to draw the curtain here that when the British arrived there, they began to tell the blacks, most of them that were Christian, began to tell them, based on Galatians chapter 2 verse 28, that if you are in Christ, there's no Jew, there's no Greek, there's no bond, there's no free, but all are one in Christ Jesus. This was how the emancipation started. Many people thought Bob Marley never accepted Christ. On his deathbed, Bob Marley declared and said, Jesus, take me. He gave his life to Christ. It will interest you to know that that was his last statement before his death. Jesus, take me. He was baptized shortly before his death when he died of cancer in the year 1981. We want to leave it here. We'll continue. Get to know more about Jamaica and Jamaicans. As I always tell you, if you don't like it, if you don't subscribe, you may not see me again. Like it, share. A lot of people are commending us, and we give God the glory that they are learning a lot of things through this channel. You will learn more and more. So share, and God bless you as you do so. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.